Alright guys, well, I'm at a new spot today called Farwell South Reservoir, I believe is the name. If I can even get my freaking kayak in here. It's a fairly windy day, wind coming out of the east at about, I think, 18 miles an hour or so. This is a place I've never been before. The state website says there's bass in here, so we're gonna see if we can find some. I was over in the St. Paul area today, helping a friend move, and figured I would try out a new body of water on the way home. So this is my first time here. Let's see if we can figure them out. Alright guys, so I came over to the east side of the lake to get out of the wind and strategize a little bit. So like I said, pretty good east wind. Fishing fairy tales, true or not, will tell you that wind out of the east is crappy. But I think generally speaking, a good amount of wind is probably good for fishing, although it's a pain in the butt on the water. So I think probably I may focus a little bit on moving baits. Got pretty blue skies, but there are clouds in there, and with the wind blowing through, I think I may focus a lot on moving baits. Got one. Oh, I think I got the hooks in him. My drag's too damn loose again. Why do I keep doing this, guys? Whoa, what do I got here? White bass? Yeah. Look at that. That is a pleasant surprise. I do not remember reading that there were white bass in here. What I've been doing, guys, I probably worked my way halfway around this lake. It's not a huge lake, so I've covered a lot of the edges of it already on the east side anyway. What I'm discovering is that probably up to like maybe even like 20 yards out off the bank, there is just freaking weeds thick as can be that make it frankly kind of impossible to cast a lure effectively. So I kind of scratched that, decided I'm done fishing up shallow, like even like my spinner baits and jigs and like all these things that are supposed to be fairly weedless, not weedless enough for this place. So so I decided, you know, I'm gonna just use my deep diving crank that I got tied on here. That was probably my third cast with it, third or fourth. Just casting it right into the middle of the lake. So yeah, that's the deal. Oh, got another one. Wasn't sure at first if I was just snagged up on some stuff down there, if it was a fish. Feels okay. I think this might be another white bass. It's fighting like, you know, you can tell like this is fighting like pretty viciously, but it's not that strong, you know what I mean? I feel like white bass just fight a little bit harder than largemouth, and it is. These are not eating like small baits. This is a Strike King 6XD, which is, you know, this is a pretty good sized bait, and you know, this is like a probably, I don't know, 18-foot diving bait. But you know, I mean, here it is on my hand. I mean, I have pretty good sized hands. It's not a tiny bait. I feel like normally people would throw a lot more subtle lures when they're going for white bass. Another one. Obviously there's no way to tell what species it is right now, but guys, it's probably like 60 seconds since I did my last little commentary, and I got another fish already. It was probably 2 casts later. Feels decent again. Again, you know, not smashing any state records or anything, but feels like decent fish. Oh, another good white bass. Got him. There we go, guys. It's another nice, chunky, good-looking white bass. I'm just gonna make sure my guesstimate is right. This is about the same size as that last one that I caught, so this is about tied for the largest one. And this is, oh shoot! Ah! Lost a fish. Sometimes that's the thing that you do. Damn it! All right. Well, that's embarrassing, guys. Well, while I have my rod out of the water, let me just validate one more time. All right, so yeah, it is 16 inches. So you can have up to 15 fish, but just, you can only have one that's 16 inches or more. So if I can keep getting ones that are like 15 inches like that, that is the perfect size. And I really wish I had that one on the stringer. Damn it! Don't be sloppy like me. Alright, got one on the blade bait. Let's see if we can keep this one pinned. I lost my tail spinner. Just broke it off when I was casting. So switch to something kind of similar. Making all the same casts and everything. Seems to be working. This is not what you would call a large fish, but since I got the stringer going already, I'm gonna hang on to it. Oh, got one. Got another keeper here, guys. All right. Got him in the boat. Went back to the deep diving crankbait, as you can see. I was actually about to maybe switch to a deep diving jerkbait, because a while back, before I actually even switched to either of those other baits that I showed you, I had actually missed a couple of fish on this deep diver that I would actually see, like, as I was getting ready to pull this out of the water, I would see a fish come up and kind of swipe at it, like right after I pull it out of the water. And so that kind of was making me think maybe they were seeing it and liking it, but just not quite willing to commit to it, and maybe a jerkbait would work better for them. That honestly may be the case. I just haven't bothered switching lures yet to find out, because I figured I would throw this again for a little while before I did. So anyway, I guess I'm gonna keep throwing it for a little while. Oh, got one as I was pulling it up out of the water. Again, guys, I'm telling you, I think I need to be pausing it more. I've actually talked to you guys in the past about how when you're grinding a crankbait, you should be pausing it every so often, and I've been doing that, but I think maybe I'm not pausing it enough, because there's another one that hit it on kind of on the pause as I was pulling it up to the boat from straight out underneath the kayak. Another decent eater here, guys. Here we go. Man, just really good eater-sized fish here, guys. I will not complain. This has been a pretty cool little excursion here. I think I'm gonna do maybe another 20 minutes or so with this deep diving jerkbait or deep diving crankbait, and then I'm gonna swap to the jerkbait because I do think that might be the deal as well. But like, it's hard to put this lure down when it's working. So I'm gonna keep it going for a little while. Like I said, maybe another 10 or 20 minutes. And if I keep getting bites on it, maybe I'll keep it in my hand. But if I don't, then I'm definitely switching to the jerkbait. Another one on the deep diver, guys. It's gonna make it tough to switch to the jerkbait, but I guess I shouldn't complain. This is like another decent one. And that's how you get the hook out. Another, gonna say probably 14 to 15 inch fish. Just right on the money what we're looking for. I wouldn't turn down 1 over 16 with that being the limit. I would like to have a giant one. I don't know what a master angler is for a white bass off the top of my head. I guess maybe it is 16 and that's why you can only keep one over that. I don't know. Well, that's the finished product of the day. I don't know if you can see that. I just got everything loaded up, but there's 6 or 7 white bass in there, kind of ranging in size from, I'm gonna say probably the largest is probably around 15 inches, and then I got one fairly small one, and the rest of them are kind of in the 13, 14 inch range, somewhere in there. Again, all my bites basically were, or the vast majority of my bites were on that deep diving crankbait. So kind of a weird deal. Like I said, catching white bass on a crankbait that big was a surprise to me, but I'm relatively happy about it. So I'm gonna get headed back to the house, get home and fillet these things up. Thanks for coming along.